Let me say something that might change how you think about letting go. You don't need to cut someone off with anger to release them. You can let them go without hardening your heart. Because for a lot of people, when they try to move on, they think they need to shut down emotionally, block everything out, convince themselves they don't care, or turn the whole experience into something negative. But that doesn't actually release the connection. It just suppresses it. And what gets suppressed doesn't leave. It stays in your system, just in a different form. If you're new here, hi, I'm Cherry. I'm a spiritual life coach, numerologist, and energy alchemist. And this month we're working with Energy 8, the Pranic body, the part of you responsible for your life force, your energetic connections, your emotional imprints, and how your energy moves between you and others. So when you feel like you're still connected to someone, we're not just talking about memory. We're talking about energy that hasn't been released yet. Because if you don't release it properly, you might stop talking about them, move on externally, tell yourself you're done, but still feel pulled, emotionally tied, energetically connected. Now, before we go any deeper into this, if this is already landing for you, I would love for you to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. Because this is where you learn how to release things properly, not just pretend you're over them. So let's talk about what this connection actually is. Because when people say, I still feel tied to them, I can't fully let it go, something still feels there. It's not just emotional, it's energetic. Every time you share attention, emotion, vulnerability, time, or physical or emotional intimacy, you create an energetic link. Not something mystical or dramatic, something natural. From an Energy 8 perspective, your pranic body is constantly exchanging energy with the people you connect with. So when you're in a dynamic with someone, your energy isn't just interacting, it's entangling. And when that dynamic ends, the interaction stops, but the energetic imprint doesn't. Because your system hasn't completed the exchange yet. Energetic ties form when emotion is intense, things are unresolved, communication is incomplete, you overgave or you held on to more than was yours. So instead of the connection closing cleanly, it stays open. And this is why you can be completely done in your mind, but still feel something in your body, because your mind made a decision, but your energy hasn't caught up yet. This is why you might notice thinking about them randomly, feeling their presence in your mind, emotional waves that don't fully make sense, feeling pulled without knowing why. Not because you should go back, but because the tie is still active. From a pranic body perspective, this is unfinished energy looking for completion, not reconnection. Completion. And this is why ignoring it doesn't work, because unprocessed energy doesn't fade, it loops. And this is where it gets important, because most people try to cut ties from a place of anger, frustration, force, and that actually keeps the connection active. So when people realize they're still energetically connected, most of them go straight to one thing: I need to cut them off, I need to detach harder, I need to stop caring. And usually that comes with anger. They try to make the person the villain, focus on everything that went wrong, convince themselves they don't care anymore, or shut down emotionally. And it feels powerful for a moment, but here's the truth. Anger doesn't release the tie, it feeds it. Because energy doesn't care if it's positive or negative. If you're still thinking about them, reacting to them, emotionally charged around them, you're still connected. And from an Energy 8 perspective, your pranic body still stays linked to what you're actively energizing. So when you try to cut someone off with force, you're still sending energy in their direction. And I'm going to say this honestly. If you have to convince yourself you don't care, you still do. Anger can feel like power because it creates distance. It gives you a sense of control. It stops you feeling vulnerable. But underneath that, the connection is still there, just masked. Real release doesn't come from pushing it away, shutting down, forcing detachment. It comes from completing the energy, allowing the connection to close, and letting go without resistance. Detachment isn't, I don't care. It's, I don't need to hold on to this anymore. And this is the shift. You don't release something by fighting it. You release it by no longer feeding it energy. And this is where we do this properly. Because once you understand how the tie is maintained, you can release it in a way that actually closes the loop. So now you understand what's been keeping the connection active. And instead of trying to push it away, we're going to complete it. Not with force, not with anger, but with clean, grounded release. So if you can, sit somewhere you won't be disturbed. Let your body settle, drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, place one hand on your chest and one on your lower belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let your system soften. Now gently bring to mind the person you feel connected to, not the story, not everything that happened, just the presence of them. And notice what comes up in your body. Where do you feel it? In your chest? In your stomach? In your throat? That sensation is where the energetic tie is active. This isn't something you need to fight. This is energy that hasn't completed yet. Now, as you stay with your breath, I want you to imagine a gentle thread of energy between you and this person. Not heavy, not dramatic, just a connection. Before you release it, acknowledge it. Say internally, thank you for what this connection showed me. Thank you for what I learned. Let that land. Because you're not rejecting this, you're completing it. Now imagine your energy starting to return to you, not forcibly, naturally, like it's being called back. And say internally, I call my energy back to me. I release what is not mine to hold. Now gently imagine that thread dissolving, not being ripped, not being cut aggressively, just dissolving, because it's no longer needed. And as you continue to do the breath, say, I can let this go without closing my heart. I am safe to release this. Let your body feel that. Stay with your breath. Inhale, hold, exhale slowly. And notice, even if it's subtle, something feels lighter. That's the tie closing. What you just did is complete the energy, not suppress it, not fight it, complete it. The version of you who truly lets go doesn't harden. They honor, release, and move forward cleanly. And when you do this consistently, you don't feel pulled back in the same way, because the connection is no longer active. So now that you've felt it, not just understood the connection, but actually experienced what it's like to release it without force. And this is where it becomes real. Because letting go isn't a one-time moment. It's a way of responding when the connection tries to reappear. Because you might notice over the next few days, thinking about them again, feeling small emotional waves, moments where the connection feels like it's still there. That doesn't mean it didn't work. It means your system is integrating the release. So when that happens, don't panic. Don't go back into the story. Just notice it, breathe, and remind yourself, this is just energy moving. I don't need to reconnect to this. That's it. Because the goal isn't to never feel anything again. The goal is to feel it, recognize it, and not reattach to it. From an Energy 8 perspective, every time you don't reattach, you reclaim energy, energy that was tied to the past, invested in that connection, circulating outside of you. And that energy comes back to you. And that's when things start to change. You feel lighter, clearer, less pulled, more present in yourself. Not because you forced anything, but because you closed the loop properly. The version of you who releases cleanly isn't someone who never connects deeply. They're someone who knows how to complete connections, doesn't hold on to what's no longer aligned, and trusts themselves to let go without fear. And if you keep doing this, you'll stop feeling those lingering ties, because your system learns how to connect and how to release without staying stuck in between. If this is landing and you're ready to stop carrying connections that no longer serve you, you can go download my free Boundaries Bootcamp. But if boundaries are your biggest weakness, then I will link at the end of this video all the videos from February, which worked on how to build boundaries, as number 2 is the hack for number 8, and vice versa. As we come to the end of today's video, I want to leave you with this. Awareness is where transformation begins. Every insight you've gained today has given you another piece of the puzzle. But real change happens when you understand how these teachings apply to your unique energy. If you've enjoyed today's video and you'd like to continue exploring spirituality, numerology, the 10 energy bodies and practical tools to help you heal, grow, and create lasting change, I'd love for you to hit subscribe and tap the notification bell. That way you'll never miss a video as we continue this journey together. One of the most powerful ways to understand yourself is through your numerology. Your birth date isn't just a collection of numbers. It's a map of your strengths, your challenges, your soul lessons, and the gifts you are here to share with the world. If you're ready to take your first step, download my free numerology quick guide using the link in the description box below. It's a simple way to begin uncovering the incredible wisdom hidden within your numbers. And if you're ready to stop wondering why certain patterns keep repeating in your life, my personalized numerology report will give you a detailed understanding of your unique blueprint, helping you move forward with greater clarity, confidence, and purpose. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you what was the biggest lesson you took away from today's video and how you're going to apply it in your life this week. Share it in the comments below. Remember, knowledge has the power to inspire, but action has the power to transform. Thank you so much for being here. Keep trusting your intuition. Keep honoring your energy. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.